armaments industry.
Yep.
American makers of plowshares could, with time and as required, make swords as well. But we can no longer risk emergency improvisation of national defense.
That's right.
We have been compelled to create a permanent armaments industry of vast proportions.
That's right.
Added to this, 3.5 million men and women are directly engaged in the defense establishment. We annually spend on military security alone more than the net income of all United States corporations.
That stings.
Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. The total influence, economic, political, even spiritual, is felt in every city, every state house, every office of the federal government. We recognize the imperative need for this development, yet we must not fail to comprehend its grave implications. Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society.
There we go.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Bam.
The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist.
Bam.
We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes.
Bam.
We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together. Akin to and largely responsible for the sweeping changes in our industrial military posture has been the technological revolution during recent decades. In this revolution, research has become central. It also becomes more formalized, complex, and costly. A steadily increasing share is conducted for, by, or at the direction of the federal government. Today, the solitary inventor, tinkering in his shop, has been overshadowed by task forces of scientists in laboratories and testing fields. In the same fashion, the free university, historically the fountainhead of free ideas and scientific discovery, has experienced a revolution in the conduct of research. Partly because of the huge costs involved, a government contract becomes virtually a substitute for intellectual curiosity.
Indeed.
For every old blackboard, there are now hundreds of new electronic computers.
Ding, ding, ding.
The prospect of domination of the nation's scholars by federal employment, project allocations, and the power of money is ever present and is gravely to be regarded. Yet in holding scientific research and discovery in respect, as we should, we must also be alert to the equal and opposite danger that public policy could itself become the captive of a scientific, technological elite.
That's right.
It is the task of statesmanship to mold, to balance, and to integrate these and other forces, new and old, within the principles of our democratic system, ever aiming toward the supreme goals of our free society.
Amen.
Another factor in maintaining balance involves the element of time. As we peer into society's future, we, you and I, and our government, must avoid the impulse to live only for today, plundering for our own ease and convenience the precious resources of tomorrow. We cannot mortgage the material assets of our grandchildren without risking the loss also of their political and spiritual heritage. We want democracy to survive for all generations to come, not to become the insolvent phantom of tomorrow. During the long lane of the history yet to be written, America knows that this world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate, and be instead a proud confederation of mutual trust and respect. Such a
Dreadful fear and hate. Dreadful motherfucking fear and hate. Hi, Syria. Hi, Syria. We see you over there. We see you brown people. Your 10-year-olds are being gathered up by the hundreds, raped, gang raped by Assad's regime. I'm not even talking about the terrorists yet. The terrorists are the fifth element. Fuck, remember the movie, Fifth Element? They're the fifth element. We're not even getting to the third element yet. We get all kinds of corruption and poverty. The fucking Assad's regime is raping you at your 10-year-old level and decapitating the 10-year-old so they can't report it and their families. And my president said we probably shouldn't send armed troops into Syria. Do you remember that happening in Afghanistan or Iraq? It was happening in Iraq on a tiny scale, on an SS scale from World War II. It is happening on a wide scale, and it has been happening in Syria. Imagine your family. You're in your house. You're looking out your kitchen window. Everything's fairly decent, but you see the army coming, and you know what's coming. And what's coming? The female mother/wife, she'll be raped repeatedly and killed. The husband will be killed first. He's going to have no chance to see anything, and that's good because he doesn't want the pain that's coming. The daughter, she's 14, she's 12, she's 10, she's 8, she's 6 years old. She's getting raped and decapitated. Then the international organizations have no evidence to go on. Why? Because they're going to burn the bodies and bury them. Hey, we're a great regime. We're taking over our country. Nobody wants to talk about that. How do you feel about that, American? How does that feel to you? Think we shouldn't have boots on the ground? Goddamn boots on the ground there would be better validated than Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan. I mean, they would be validated in Syria or Vietnam. Put boots on the ground in Syria and a shit fuck ton ass dickload of boots, because our American troops are more than capable of wiping out some motherfuckers. Put them on the ground. This is what they're for. Yank them out of Afghanistan. Yank them out of Iraq. If those people don't have their security forces put together yet, they're never going to have them put together. Ever. Ever. So put them in Syria. Goddamn dumbass bitch-ass bitches. I'm going to call Tupac up. Yeah, Tupac would be like, that's all. That's all you need to hear. You don't need words. He knows. He knows. I don't think he was blood or Crips. He was like, he was flatulent. He was like, that's all, because he got shot. I don't know who shot Tupac. Was it Biggie? First of all, if Biggie shot Tupac, Biggie should never have been celebrated. He should have been either shot too, put in prison, or ignored. One of the three. You pick. Y'all tell me, was it Biggie that shot Tupac or had him shot? Fuck him. Fuck that fat ass chicken grease eating brother. I'm telling you, Tupac had it together. He understood humanity. He understood humanity because he got in the middle of it and he observed. That's not something a lot of Americans do. How many Europeans do that? I cannot wait. I'm coming over to Europe soon. I cannot wait to metal detect. I want to find motherfucking watches. I want to find shells. I want to find bullets, parts of tanks. I want to find parts of, 88s, goddamn MG42s. I'm going to find shells from Kalishnik. Well, I don't think they really use them then, but Thompson's. I want everything. I love World War II. World War II, to me, was the ultimate combination of man and machine. There will never be a combination like that again. Before, it was mostly man, little teeny bit machine. Soon, coming within the next 20 years, mostly machine, little bit man. You look at World War II, niggas had to face crazy shells, y'all. Crazy minds, y'all. Crazy tanks. They were T-34s. They were Tigers. They were Shermans. Shells. Everybody on fire. Niggas on fire. What's up? Oh my God, I got me a flamethrower. Who's that? Just shoot. Now, if you were kind, you would shoot them. Nobody should burn. I've burned before. You don't want to burn. Don't burn. Don't let a nigga burn. Shoot him. Shoot him. It doesn't matter what nationality or religion he is. We will settle for the emperor. We are kamikaze. Yeah, shoot him. Shoot the fuck out of him. We'll probably have a little more fun tonight because I don't care. I'm in one of those not caring moods, which puts me in a dangerous mood because I let my neurons flow freely. And you hear that, right? I use the ly on freely. I do that shit correctly. Right now, something I haven't talked about tonight that I just need to send a shout out to is my French brothers. I don't know a lot of people from France. I've studied your culture. I've studied a little bit of your language. I feel for you. I feel for you because you are a free country and you let refugees and immigrants and religions in. And you let them build. You let them do their thing. You let them do their thing. And they turned on you. And now you're going to end up, France, with something like our NSA. And that's not a happy time because they're going to get into your life. They're going to protect you. Don't get me wrong. That's what their whole thing is. But they're also going to have to...
I don't like violence, Tom.
What?
I'm a businessman. Blood is a bigot.
Blood is a bigot. That's okay, I guess. It depends on what you want, friends. Ask yourself what you want. Get together with your people on what you want and insist that the government gives you what you want. There's going to be no substitute for that. And America, we're not under attack right now. We got immigrants coming in. We've always had immigrants coming in. We've had more people leave to Mexico by 140,000 people than have entered from Mexico since like 2004. So, yeah, they're trying to scare you a little there, and it's just not a valid fear. How many people, America, do you know? How many people in your personal circles do you know that have been affected by, killed by, maimed by, murdered by Mexicans or Canadians or Syrians, Afghanis, refugees, fucking Iraqis? How many people do you know from South Africa or North Africa? Name a country. Egypt? Fine. How about Europe? How many people have come in from those countries and shot your friends or blown your friends up or set your friends on fire? Aren't you even curious that that doesn't really match the narrative of your major news networks? That doesn't bother you? Get to the fucking truth. Idiots. Idiots, man. I can't fix America. I want to. God damn it, I want to. I gotta look to Europe to help fix America. People need to have free education. People need to have free health care. That need to be paid for by happy-go-lucky, rich-ass citizens and or corporations. Paid for. Paid. Nigga, paid. I know. I got student loans. I know what that's all about. Yeah, because I didn't get the GI Bill because everybody said, oh, you're female, Kev. You won't need the GI Bill. Your fucking field in the Air Force is smarter than a motherfucker. Yeah, that ain't how it works. Because by the time I got out, they were throwing away circuit boards. I was one of those component-level troubleshooters down to the capacitor, resistor, inductor. No, throw it away, nigga. Now we enter replacing boards because they're cheap. Oh, great, what do? Computer. Fine, I'll go into computer. Next thing I know, it was a gateway. We're going to get back over to our chat room, see what's going on here, because I know my friends in the far, 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 far west and east. It depends which way you go. You'll end up there. My throat's hurting. Don't be stupid. What I'm asking you is to not eat titties that